Hey guys, so this is part 2 of my day that was just a fiasco, crazy, just a horrible day. I was telling you about my TV and how I get it, and it took all day for me to get it finally set up with cable, just to be on customer service for over probably 2 hours and not really make any headway. And you know, while this was uploading and I was getting the last video off this camera so I could do this part 2, I was thinking, you know, it's really just customer service in general. It really sucks these days. Because I finally got the TV situated last night, around 10:30. Turn it on, I'm excited. There is a big fat black line going down the middle of the TV screen. So I let it run for a little, thinking maybe it needs to warm up. But then I'm like, no, because I saw at the bottom it looked like the panel had been like cracked, and it looked like a piece of like, kind of like lightning, and then the black thing came up. So I'm like, freak! So I call Best Buy, which is who I bought the TV from, and I'm saying their name because their customer service sucks, their attitude sucks, their service has sucked, the product has sucked. I'm just they just suck. I'm over them. Call them last night at 8:30 because that's when I first noticed it. They don't close till 9. They had me on hold for 15 minutes. Do you know that at 8:45, the guy that's been coming on, the recorder guy, kept coming on saying, all of our agents are working with other customers. Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. He said that like 50 times. Well, at 8:45, he started saying, thank you for calling Best Buy. Click. You know why? Because at 8:45, I guess, is when they shut off their phones because they close at 9. So it doesn't matter what you have to say at 8:45 because in their mind, they're done. Like, you should not let me go to bed pissed off at the fact that you just kind of brushed me to the side and played me to the left. That's not a good idea. So guess what? This morning at the Butt Cracker Dome, when they opened up, who was the first one on the line? This girl was, and I was pretty heated. So I called them and I say, listen, this whole experience, I have been setting this up, I've been saving, I've been waiting this whole moment just to get my TV, and the thing is cracked. Mind you, I had my cousin his brother help me lug the thing upstairs because I couldn't do it. When I left Best Buy, they loaded it in the car for me. So I called her and I said, listen, I didn't make arrangements to buy a TV and expect that I was gonna have to bring it back. So y'all need to do something. Can you send it back to me? Whatever. So the first lady was like, the gentleman, he's very nice. He was like, well, I can send you over to Geek Squad. You do have the protection. They can come out and fix it. So you have to call. They can't just patch it through. So I call Geek Squad. I'm waiting online with them or on the phone. The guy was like, you know what? You're right. You shouldn't have to do it. Call them. Call the customer service, ask to speak to a manager, and they need to send you out a new phone. He was like, you might have to create a fuss, but they need to do that for you. I said, okay, thank you. Because Geek Squad said, well, we can come fix it, but it'll take us 10 days to order the part, and if it still doesn't work, your 15 days will be pretty close to being up, and you might as well just, instead of replacing it, just get a whole new television, which I agree. So I called back and I said, can I please speak to a manager? Of course, the person on the line is like, well, ma'am, is there something I can help you with? And I'm like, no, I just need to talk to a manager. Well, what is it concerning? And I said, a recent purchase. Can I please speak to a manager? Like, she's trying to soften it up. Like, don't play me now. I'm a little heated and annoyed. So finally, a manager gets on the phone after I sat on hold for another 3 minutes, which I don't know where they think that's good customer service, that you have someone clearly that's upset and you're going to put them on hold for 3 minutes. What do you think, that's going to calm them down? No, that doesn't work. So she gets on the phone, but mind you, I was very upset, but I was polite. I was not raising my voice. I wasn't cussing. I wasn't just going off like I wanted to. And I explained to her the situation from the beginning to end. And she's like, mind you, let me back up real quick. The lady before her, I said, I'm calling because I want to get this TV reshipped to me. And she's like, well, we'll just have to charge you $69 because you came in and picked it up, but we can have someone come pick up the old one and bring you the new one for $69. Mind you, Geek Squad said they would do it for free. Okay, so now I'm talking to the supervisor. Her name was Cynthia. And Cynthia gets on the phone with attitude, and you know, I'm not even 100% sure she's a supervisor, because you know, some of those places, like, they might have a coworker that gets on the phone and acts as if they're a supervisor just so that the supervisor doesn't get it. And I'm tempted to call back because my issue is not nearly done. So she's on the phone, I'm explaining her the situation, and all she kept saying was, you know, I really understand why that's frustrating. By the third time I said, I'm glad you understand, so what are you going to do to fix it? Well, ma'am, there's nothing we can do. We can't send it out to you because we don't know that that it became defective at your place or if it was there or if it was a shipping error. And I said, but if I had ordered it online, I would have just simply shipped it back. You would have sent me a new one. I just bought it last night, and now you're trying to say that it's possibly my fault that the TV has a black line down the middle? Please do not insult me like that. Please send me a new TV. Well, ma'am, we can't do it. I said, well, your lady before you said you could. Your Geek Squad guy says you can, but now all of a sudden you're saying you can't. No, ma'am, we can't send it. You're going to have to bring in your television. And I said, how am I going to bring this 40-inch television by myself down to the place? I knew I could, but I didn't feel like I needed to. I feel like you need to help me because you've inconvenienced me off of my large purchase. So anyway, I said, you know what? What's frustrating is that I have been shopping for this deal this whole time. Finally find one, come into your store, I'm standing there for 5 minutes, nobody wants to pay me any attention because they're paying this guy who's buying his weight in television, and they think he's so cool because he's buying a 70-inch TV. All three of your business, your salesmen are talking to him, and I'm over here and have to go ask them for help. Finally, I get it. The only reason I stayed is because the deal was just too good to pass up. Too good to pass up. You tell me what I need, I load the thing in the car, I buy my warranty, you guys, put it in my car for me, I take it home, I coordinate with my cousin to have him lug it upstairs, I tell her about my whole issue with the cable, even though that's not your fault, this whole process has been inconvenience, and you've completely ruined my experience, basically. And she's like, well, I appreciate you calling Best Buy, have a nice day. Do you know she hung up the phone? Ooh, woosah. Cause I know my eyes probably bugged out of my head. Like you probably just got a glimpse of that. I was so furious. So then all morning I'm like, I'm gonna pack up this TV, and when I get in that Best Buy, I'm letting them have it. Like I'm just mad and just So of course I pack it up, I lug it down, I'm sweating, it's windy outside today and raining, and my hair's blowing everywhere. I can't see. I'm trying to hold that, plus then turn up or open the trunk. It was just a disaster. Like, not a way to start the morning. Plus, I had great plans for today. Like, I had things I was going to do and nothing was going to get in my way except this daggone TV. So I get over there. I pull up in the non-parking zone and say, listen, there's a car here. There's a TV in this car. I need y'all to take it out. So they take it out, I'm telling them the problem, they're like, oh, well, we need to check this out. So instead of just taking my word, they gotta unpack it all, which I didn't pack it like they did because they put all kinds of styrofoam in there that makes no sense. They plug it in, they're like, oh, yeah, she's right, there is a black stripe down the... Why would I not be right? Like, would I just make that up because I have nothing better to do? Like, would I just decide to carry a 40-inch TV back and forth for the fun of it? Like, come on, guys. So finally, they're like, okay, well, this gentleman will take you over to there, we'll pull out the TV, you just go ahead and stand here and we'll load it in your car. 15 minutes later, here comes my little guy and it's like, oh, well, we're out of stock here. So you're gonna either have to go to Federal Way or to Tukwila because they're the only ones that have it. My question, why do I have to go? Y'all made the mistake, get that TV here and let me know when it's here. Matter of fact, get the TV and send it to my house. Like, why am I having to still do all this? Well, ma'am, we could just cancel the order and then you can go online and place the order and it could be shipped to you, but then it's going to cost you an additional $69. But why wouldn't you waive the shipping fee when you guys are the ones that jacked up everything? Like, come on, it was so frustrating. And before I went, I had already planned to get my money back. I was going to go someplace else. But you guys, when I tell you it was a good deal, it was like I have not had another deal. I haven't seen one of these even around Christmas time, even around Super Bowl time. Like, it was a good deal. And fortunately, the three guys that were helping me today were very nice and friendly, and it kind of made my disposition kind of melt away because I really wanted to rip someone's head off when I went in there. So he's like, well, you'll have to go to Federal Way. Just lucky for him, I was already going there, and so it was like, whatever, I can do it. Finally get this daggone TV. Go there, they load it up, I bring it in the house, lug it up the stairs, put the little stand on it, get it all set up. This is, mind you, I just did this in between the last video uploading so that I could do this one. I just did this, and guess what I found out? They don't have a remote control in there. There's no remote control. So now it's asking me to do all these things to set it up, and what am I gonna do with it? Not this smile, because there's no remote control. Like, it's just annoying. So what I'm gonna do, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm guessing I'll probably have to take my tail back to Best Buy. Like, they're just not accommodating and so inconsiderate of my time. Like, you see that I'm picking up this TV special. Would you not open the daggone box and make sure everything was in there? That's what I would have done. Especially if I have a customer. Even though it was a good deal, I'm dropping some big cheese in there. I told her, I said, this will be the last purchase. And I'm spreading the word because it's been such a horrible ordeal that I want everybody to know. And I'm that irritated. Like, no remote control. So now I gotta go back, and you better not tell me I have to go back all the way to Federal Way. So irritated. So really, it wasn't just yesterday that was kind of a bad day. Today it's carried over, only in the TV department. My day earlier today was great because I went and visited my old job and saw all my old friends, and it was so good to see everybody. Had some good laughs. They caught me up on all the drama and craziness that I'm so glad I'm not a part of, but I miss those people. I really enjoyed the people I work with. And that is really what the positive of today has been. Like, it's been my highlight, and I appreciate that was a breakup in my day. But Best Buy, they are not necessarily, well, they're the Best Buy today in this case, but they don't give you the customer service that I would expect. And I'm very disappointed. And I'm going to call back and see what they have to say about not giving me a remote control. So that's that. I'm going to make dinner now. And I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just irritated. It's like when you buy something, I'm paying for the service. I'm paying for the product. Give it to me. That's all I'm asking. Just give me my product. So frustrating. Never gonna get to watch my shows, and today's Wednesday and new Modern Family's coming on, and I wanted to watch it on my big TV, but probably won't happen because I'm not going back out in this wind rainstorm that's happening. So anyway, that's been my days, the last two. I'm just so it's so irritating and just like unnecessary. And when I call them, I'm gonna tell whoever is there the entire story, and they're gonna figure out some way to make me feel better. I don't know what it's gonna be, but they're gonna figure it out. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. Despite how I'm acting, my day is fine and I'm having a decent day. Plan on making mine a wonderful evening. And hopefully in the morning when I wake up, there will be a sizable loss. If not, just I would love to just be back where I was 2 days ago. So wish me luck. Keep me in your prayers. Don't mind my attitude. And I will talk to you all later. Okay guys, bye.